Hello engineers, and welcome to the first mod review of Vertical Slice 2 in Space Engineers 2. Now, admittedly, I had hoped there would be a little more going on. There's not actually been all that many new mods done. There's been a few. A lot of them are just kind of the same thing, where they're ore detector, more range, antenna, more range, backpack, more space, and that's kind of it. A lot of copy and paste of those mods, but we're gonna go through the unique mods that have come out so far. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and enjoy. Let's get into it, shall we? So our first mod for today is called the Avenger Cockpit. Now this is done by Shady Milk, and it came out on the day of the Vertical Slice 2 update. Now, upon reading some comments, it seems like it doesn't work in survival, so let me fact check that real quick. Okay, before I do that, I just encountered a very weird bug. So, you may have noticed I was on the planet in my last shot, or close to it. I reloaded the save, and I'm back here, and that's all gone. There might be a saving bug. I just want to note that real quick. Okay, so no, it's not here, and it is showing up here, but I already know that there is no contracts to do that will unlock modded blocks currently. Not without the mod adding the contract itself, which this does not have. So no, you can't just place it. However, are you capable of placing a blueprint with it? Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it in the blueprint. Let's get some nickel and iron real quick. All right, so I have the ores. Will I be able to weld this? Wait, what? No connect. Oh, do I have to do it from the? Do I? Is that how you have to do it? No connection points detected. Hey. Okay, I'll be honest. I've not done this before. Give me a few minutes. Okay, I was not familiar with the way the blueprint system was. Everything I've built so far in the survival has been from scratch. So, please pardon my ignorance on that one. Will it weld? Okay, yeah. Okay, and I can get in it. Awesome. Oh my god, that is cursed looking, all the blocks like that. It's both cool and kind of horrifying. I won't I won't lie. It's both unique and scary looking. But anyway, yeah, no, the seat works. You just need to have a blueprint of it first. So, maybe if you're gonna use the mod heavily in your playthroughs, just because you can't stand the vanilla seat, maybe have a little blueprint of this with I don't know, a small connector hookup or something, because I don't think this one has large connectors. I'm pretty sure it's all small. You know what? Let's go back over to the other save and I'll look at that. All right, so if we take a quick look, yeah, no, it's just got two on the back. Although it's interesting, you can't enter from back here. So if you had somehow sneaked this into a small ship, you can just enter it from the back, which is pretty cool. Awesome. And then it's got one small one up here. So that's pretty cool. So, this is kind of the difference in look between the normal. Yeah, I'm getting real tired of you, I'm gonna be honest. I want more. I crave more. Like the fighter one, I'd really like that one. Or the one that we got for subscribing to the newsletter, that one was really good too. Anyway, just to kind of show you the little difference between the normal thing and it colored. You could color in other options, I guess, but it's my color scheme. Let's actually see what it looks like just real quick before we move on to another mod on a ship. So here is the original of this ship. I don't really have other ships built, so I just kind of ripped it out and placed it on. Anyway, it's fine. This is the original. It's kind of what it looks like. It's okay. It's, could look better. Like the fighter cockpit one. That would have looked really good. But then this here actually kind of makes it look a little beefier, bulkier. I kind of like the way it lines out and everything. And honestly, it looks really good from inside. I wonder if our character does the little animation where you beep boops right there in the middle, but there's nothing there to beep boop. I don't know. Ooh, I can still see my thrusters, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, he does it. He's touching air. Yeah, I think it looks really good, and honestly, it's an amazing mod. Shady, on the rare chance that you're viewing this, could you, like maybe pretty please consider porting over or making very similar looking versions of the ones we have in SE1? I'd really appreciate that, and I feel like some other builders would as well. But anyway, that's enough of this one. Let's get into our next mod of today's video. And for our next mod, we've got hybrid thrusters. So basically, what these are supposed to be is they're supposed to be... Ooh, okay, well, not me falling off the grid. They're supposed to be like ion thrusters that are electric. So like they're electric thrusters that have the same capability of hydrogen thrusters, except you just don't need hydrogen, it's just electricity. Unfortunately, they only come in this one size currently, unless the mod has gotten an update in the last hour. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really know how to explain this one too well. So we've got this ship right here, my normal one with some hydrogen thrusters, and then yeah, this looks horrible because there's not different sizes. I've went and took off all the hydrogen and put on some of these thrusters, and I hope that is enough. I hope that's enough. So to give a quick demonstration, we're gonna go from this over here. We're gonna kind of fly down a little bit into the atmosphere, just a little bit. We'll slow down and kind of come back. Hope that doesn't render out. I don't actually know how far away I can go before that de-renders. You know what? Let me be an intelligent person. Go back up there and set a waypoint marker. I'll be right back. Alright, now that we've done the smart thing and set a GPS marker, unfortunately I had to go into the debug menu because that's not in the game yet by default. But I have set it, so if you were curious of how to get GPS markers in your game, you've got to enter the debug menu, and then you're going to go to UI and show GPS tab, and it will show up under the grids marker, not character. You have to go to grid. Anyway, we are down close to the planet. I think we'll go ahead and go all the way to the planet, kind of fly around lightly. Just get a feeling between hydrogen and ion. Oh, I'm at a point where the thrusters are not strong enough to slow me down. Okay. Well, then we will glide our way into it. Now let's hope those thrusters are strong enough, because that's going to be awkward. Oh, look, a hole right there. Alright, I'll actually fly over said hole, because if this is full of water, like I think it's going to be right here, then that might actually be a cool spot, because I kind of like the landscape over here. Yeah, that like flat toe right there would be good to like actually build a base, but oh lord, I'm still like falling. This ship may not be atmospheric capable. There we go. It might be too heavy. I wouldn't think 30,000 would be too heavy for these thrusters, but I guess because it's a different game, units of thrust may be a little different than they were before. I'm pretty sure I'm still falling. I'm just doing it faster in a different direction. There's a little hole right here. Ugh. I just want to take a quick peek at this. Okay. So it's like a cut-through hole right there, which you could like set up like a little bit of power or some external turrets. Oh, it doesn't have enough up thrust. Well then. So I guess if the other ship doesn't fall to the planet, then we'll know. I just quickly want to take a peek at this hole. There's another one right there. Oh boy, is that dark. That's a void. A void that my flashlight's doing like nothing for. Is this? I thought I saw a little jut in here where it like goes farther. No, it doesn't. Okay. Wow. Oh look, there's like little holes over here in the terrain back here. So you could, in theory, like stash your battery or hydrogen or something back here in the terrain just a little bit. Oh, there's more over there. You'd have to come down here and light it up like Fort Knox to really see. It looks like there's 2 little inlets down there. Anyway, back to up there. So we can find out how this electric hybrid ion thruster works. Okay, my game crashed. Is anyone else having the issue where, like, since the community update, if you, like, crash on the ground even slightly, it, like, destroys your grids and, like, crashes your game? Like, destroying the grid, one thing, but, like, it crashes my game every time, like, I crash the ship, even if it's, like, minor damage. Anyone else having that issue? And we're back. Thankfully, the autosave is when we were up here going down, and not during the crash, because if it would have autosaved during the crash, that would have been pretty messy. Won't lie, that would have been pretty messy. I had a save where it I had a save where it auto-saved in the middle of a crash, and the backup saves wouldn't work. Like the previous autosaves, they wouldn't load me, so I had to delete the world. It was gonzo. This thing's never been good at slowing down from the front. I mean, it only has 5 little thrusters to slow it down versus, you know, 5 but one's big thrusters, so it's never been good at that. Anyway, just gonna let this do its own thing. I don't know how to change my dampeners. Okay, it's shift, I think. It's shift Z. I don't know how to set my dampeners in this one. Let's see how this thing... Okay, we're already off to a really weak start. You know, I'm gonna bet... I'm just gonna make a manual save real quick. I'm gonna bet that this is not gonna work. Just because... Yeah, these things are pretty weak. These things seem pretty weak. I feel like they have the power of the small thruster, but they're significantly bigger. Oof. I can't remember the name of the mod dev. I know I'll probably show the mod on screen. Mr. or Mrs. Mod Dev, I can't remember your name. That was yesterday when I started this. I apologize. I had to sleep between recordings. Could you maybe make these just a little more powerful? Just maybe. Can I still slow down in this atmosphere? I can. I wonder if I turn dampeners off, do they feel more powerful? Yeah, weirdly enough, they do. Oh, okay. I accidentally opened the NVIDIA panel. I didn't even know I could do that. Apparently it's Alt-Z. Yeah, it can't slow down once it's in this. Yep, no, it's just speeding up. Can we get it to slow down at all? Nope. Nope. Well, I'm sure this would be a great mod. I don't want this to crash, because, my game's gonna crash, so we're just gonna... yeah. Yep. Well, I expected a little better out of that mod. I would say, one could argue that, you know, you could use them as assist thrusters during the different atmosphere, you know, to kind of assist your ship. but for how big they are and how little, like, thrust they have, it would not be worth it, at all. Because if you use it on a bigger ship, it's not going to do anything, and in fact, it's just going to add more weight to the ship, due the size of the block times the weight of the block, and then, you know, with the thrust, it wouldn't help at all. If anything, it'd be a nerf. And on small ships, as we just witnessed there, it doesn't do anything. So, it's a great concept. However, it is really weak. I didn't expect it to be as powerful as hydrogen, because then that would just be like way too OP. But that block is the same size as one of those hydrogen blocks, and 2 of those hydrogen blocks could have definitely slowed the ships down, versus, you know, 5 of the same hybrid doing nothing. Cool mod, though. It is cool. I like the concept of there being like an electric version of the, you know, the hydrogen thing, and it has its pros and cons, but it just feels very, very weak at the moment. But let's move on to the next mod of today's mod review. I say that because I say that very funny, like, because it's actually, what the hell? Oh. What? What? I didn't notice that before. I can't fly through it. Okay, good. So it's actually just visual meshing. Okay. Anyway, for the next mod, shall we? Also, real quick, the dev diary just dropped for the 11th. It's funny because I started recording this video on the 10th. We got a little sneak peek at some, you know, Gatling turrets, sentry turrets, whatever they may be called. I've seen the weird thing in the file name is they're called Gatling cannons in the file. I don't know if that's what they're gonna end up being called, but it's what they're called in the files. We got a little bit of a crash ship. You should look at that of your own accord. The VS2 community feedback update. We get a little sneak peek at some launcher models. So I mean, those look pretty cool. At first, for a second, I thought they just switched the model around to make this the like the front. I was like, that's so weird. But no, that's not what happened. And they get it painted, and then they got the work in progress SE. What is going on with that 2? Okay. That 2 is like slightly below the SE2 rifle. Another look at them. The heads removed, player size. Those are actually humongous, if that's correct. Okay, they're gonna call it Gatling turret. It's humongous, if that's correct. Jesus, those things are really big. A player position heat map. Actually, kind of curious on this one. Okay. I don't really know what I'm looking at, so I'll look at that deeper. A little snippet of Biblos? Biblos? I've never actually said the word out loud, so now it's kind of funny to hear me try and say it. Those are some really deep caverns, and we can see like there's actually a whole bunch of like holes that stretch down pretty far. I don't know what that one is. That might be part of this like Marion Trench going on here. But that's pretty interesting, the percentage of it that's underwater. I saw a video today on their YouTube that was showing off the planet a little bit, and it definitely had much more land mass like this. Yeah, this video, which I don't know why they're in silent film. Oh, good God, the pixelation on Steam's playthrough of it versus the actual YouTube video I watched. Oh, it's because for some reason it put it down to that. That's so weird. Yeah, a lot more landmass than you would think, honestly, just based off what we looked at above and what they've been talking about. That's a lot more landmass than I would have thought. I wouldn't mind a little less landmass personally, but you know, hey, I get it. You know, they probably want a good chunk of landmass for things like surface ores and whatnot, and encounters and things like that. There's gonna be a music competition live stream on the 12th, so tomorrow when you're seeing this video. some links and stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. Our next mod is Skybox Colorful Nebula from Sir Isaac, 1985. Link says this is a Skybox. The Skybox is exported from a program called Space Engine. I'm not familiar with that one, but okay. Hopefully it's promising. I am its first subscriber though, so I hope it works. Let's hop in game, shall we? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Okay, so this Skybox mod suffers from the same issue all the other ones do, where if you're close to or looking at a grid, it just completely unrenders everything else. Okay. Ooh. Well, this is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Can we actually see this one from the surface of the planet, I wonder? Give me a second. So, kinda yes, kinda no. Once you're on a planet, it kind of develops its own skybox. If we go up a little bit, most likely we'll start seeing it. Yeah, I think I'm starting to already see the hues just a little bit. Maybe like faintly. I don't know if it's coming across that video yet. Yeah, you can start to see it a little bit, like very faintly there. You might see it. I see it. I don't know if y'all can see it. I know what I see versus what you see can differ just a little bit. Yeah, okay, as we get out of that layer up here that's like mountain high, where the clouds are, yeah, we could definitely start to see it. It is kind of cool that the planets do kind of have and adapt their own type of skybox, but it is a little saddening that we can't fully see something like this, the mod. But at the same time, I get it. It's a give and take. It's just really your own opinion on whether you think you should be able to see this or not. I mean, both are fine. Me, personally, I'm more of somebody who would want to see the skybox when I'm on the planet, but, you know. Okay, well, I'm surprised this mod works. Unfortunately, it suffers with the same issue all the other ones do, where if you're looking at a grid or close to it, it just starts to vanish into the background. We're gonna watch that in real time, and yeah, it just darkens out. And no, it's not the white of the grid that does it either, because I had like a dark grid and it still did it too. Anyway, pretty cool. Let's move on to the next mod, shall we? Have you ever, you know, wanted to be able to see like your little base of the antenna from further away, and you didn't want to open the debug menu to, you know, unlock the GPS markers early, because you just don't want to take away from the experience the devs are intending for you to have at the very moment? Well, I introduce you to Antenna 40 Kilometer Range by K.Bill 89. Hopefully that doesn't mean unalive Bill 89. I'm just playing. So Antenna 40 Kilometer Range. It's high-tech antenna. Is designed for long-range communications. Deep space. Okay, it's just got lore. I don't know if this is a unique block or if it just updates the current one. I guess we'll see in a moment. So it seems to me that it just takes the vanilla one and changes it, because I looked up antenna, and in the description it says Antenna 40 Kilometer Range. So I guess we will find out. Are both of them 40 kilometers? Do you think? Wait. Was there always two of them? Yeah, there was. I just couldn't remember. Well, I mean, we got that one right there. I wonder if we can edit the distance of that, or if that is kind of like a fixed thing. No, it's fixed. Okay. Well, I guess we'll fly really far away and see if that's actually 40 kilometers. It's going to be very hard to tell with the other icon on top of it. Well, so far we're at 3. I don't know if this is going to be something you're going to be able to build in survival gameplay. I don't know if it's going to be something like where it's locked behind a contract that doesn't actually exist, because a lot of the mods seem to have this issue. So I don't know that part, unfortunately, guys. But if you're just hopping in, well, what I recommend is if you want to use a mod that is behind a contract and it's like a block, maybe make a blueprint of it on like a ship or something, or some kind of module thing you can set up, and save that blueprint from creative, go into survival and place that blueprint, and you will be able to just weld up the block that is there in question. I learned that one with the cockpit block earlier in this video. I mean, so far we're at So far we're at 20 kilometers. I guess we'll zoom out a lot faster here. 40. Okay. Is it like actually 40 or is it like just a smidge? It's a smidge. I think it's actually just below 40. It's like 39 something. I just can't see it through the other icon. Well, that's awesome. That's a really far distance. So, I mean, oh god. If this is this, I'm trying to slow down, but it's not allowing me to slow down. Okay, there we go. If this is the ship and everything and you didn't have the waypoint, like how could I see that from over here? I just watched that mountain rise up in like geometry. Like it was flat and it just rised up. Yeah, you can see it from here. You can see it from here. So yeah, it's a pretty good distance. I mean, if we fly up, we'll be able to see what was underneath, which was like that area, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty far. It's pretty far. It's a good distance. My game is having an absolute fit because I'm flying really fast in around the planet. But yeah, that's a pretty good mod. But unfortunately, oh my god, slow down. There we go. Unfortunately, that is all I have for you guys here today. There's not a lot of mods to go through, and mods that just change backpack size or inventory or make thing go X% faster are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you want them, you would find them yourself. I feel like the mods I've shared with you today were a little more niche and something you may not have like thought of or came across, and you might be interested in adding into your playthrough or just your your creative, almost a survival creative world. But anyway, it's been Jake, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Looking to watch more videos from me? Click here or click here, and I'll see you right over there. And while you're here, maybe consider clicking here and subscribing. Bye for now.